Jaeger ready for dove season? Good boy.
Damn nice buck.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Damon, and this is my pal Jaeger. Now Jaeger is a handsome fella, and he's a teckel. And teckels, a lot of people ask what they are. Well, teckels are wire-haired dachshunds of European hunting bloodlines. They often still use dachshunds in the field in Europe for working, for things like big game recovery, blood trailing. He's even doing some water retrieves. Now last year, when he was a puppy, he was just kind of in training at 4 months old during hunting season. So he got to smell a lot of things. He got to smell whitetail. He got to smell wild hogs. He even got to go out west and smell mule deer. And antelope. But this is the first year that we're taking calls from strangers after training in the off season. And this first one was a pretty exciting track. So we'll see the video. We got a call from a hunter. He had shot a nice buck he had claimed with a crossbow. He had seen it enter a wood line. They had tracked it into the wood line and then jumped it and then lost it. So he looked the following morning again, couldn't find anything else. That's when he went online. He found my number at United Blood Trackers and gave Jaeger and I a call. So we headed down there, and here's the video.
All right, pal. Here we go. Good boy. All right. Let's get this on. Come here. All right, come on. All right, boys. This is Jaeger. Say hi.
Jaeger. That's hunter in German.
What?
Jaeger's hunter in German. This where he went in? Or do you know of other blood? Is this seem right?
I believe she is. Yeah. I know that she is. Maddie.
He found himself a cow bone.
Yep.
Where did the heavy blood start?
It's on up here a little ways.
Jaeger. He's pulling like he knows something. Here's more blood. Good boy, Jaeger.
Yeah.
It might be. I mean, he's really wanting to go that way. Hang on, pal. Hang on, bud. Hang on. Uh-huh. Jaeger. Y'all see any other blood? Yeah, he's on. I mean, he's hot. Like, Say again? Tough to say, you know. Tough to say, but he's pulling like he's on it. Yeah. Well, he's going this way, like he's telling me to go this way. Well, the trail started kind of in this kind of dense field. Jaeger picked up the track pretty well, and we entered the wood line where the hunters had seen the deer enter. And Jaeger started pretty early and not too far into that woods, into that dense cover. He started kind of wanting to head one way. The hunters had seen the buck bedded, or thought they had seen it bedded a little off to the side of that. So we went over there to check it out, but ultimately Jaeger kind of lost interest over there. So we went back to where the trail, he was really trying to pull me down. And we followed that trail for quite a ways. Actually, we followed it, I don't know, a couple hundred yards, and we weren't seeing any sign of blood or any sign of a hit deer going that way. But right when I was getting ready to stop, and I pulled out my phone to look at the GPS to try to orient ourselves, is when I spotted on the ground there was a rock about this big with 3 drops of blood on it. So we knew he was still on it, and from there he continued down this side slope for a while, but again ultimately kind of lost interest. And that's when we looped back and went back to that rock to inspect a little bit and realized that the blood splatter of the fingers were pointing uphill. And that's when we realized, you often hear that wounded bucks will not run uphill. Well, that's not always true. What they will tend to do, though, is often run to where they feel secure, which is bedding cover. All right.
That's a nice deer.
Jaeger! Good boy! You got a bloody tongue from the thorns and everything.
I never would have dreamed that thing would have gone all the way.
And sure enough, this buck went up through some pretty dense cover, and at the top, it just opened up into this crazy dense briar field. It was, I don't know, 8-10 foot tall briars, as big around as my thumb. And right inside that is where I didn't even see it at first. The hunter's father saw it and said, well, there he is laying there. And sure enough, Jaeger had his first find of a really nice 14-point buck here in Tennessee. Congratulations to the hunters. It was really cool to see the deer be found, and it was really cool to see you do a good job. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Down the bottom of that hill and walk back up here.
Well, you made a heck of a shot from the looks of it.
Man alive. Which way did you go? Huh? I'm trying to get this open so we can get over to it. All these briars. Yeah.
Whew, I'll let you touch your rack first. Good boy, Jaeger. Good boy, Jaeger. Y'all give him a thanks if you would.
Hey, where'd you go?
Yeah, Jaeger.
Oh, boy. You're a good pup.
Hey, good boy.
How's that, huh?
Good boy.
That's awesome, man.
Anybody ever see us tracking dogs?
We never would have found it. We appreciate that so much.
Man.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Hey, man, thank you.
Golly.
Good boy, Jaeger.
What a hoss.
Rigor mortis.
Good boy. That's a heck of a nice buck, guys.
That's a heck of a hole. Is
14.
Something been eating on him right there?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, 14
Jaeger,
points.
way to
Believe
go,
that?
Jaeger.
Good job, Jaeger.
Oh, you got that stuff all in your beard.
Yeah, I'm going to have to brush him out.
Thank you so much.
Let me take a picture of you with it there, son. And we'll get these other.
That was a heck of a track.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never would have found this deer. I don't know.
Golly.
Okay. Come on, get on ahead and go ahead and get on that.
Jaeger, you're a good dog, pal.
Pull him on around this way some, or?
Yeah.
My man, that is a beautiful buck.
Woo! Is that your best buck?
By far.
Heck yeah. Good job.
My gosh. Sweet.
Jaeger, you earned yourself maybe a sleep in the bed tonight, pal.
That's a fine pup right there.
Holy cow.
All right, now listen.
This is Jaeger's favorite part. He's back here wagging his tail.
You want on this side? Let me use my. Oh, we came up the mountain, up the hill.
Jaeger, you are a rock star, pal.
I'm telling you right now.
Get out their way, Jaeger.
Come on, let's get out of their way.
Ready? Yeah.
So after we had recovered the deer, it was just a matter of getting him down to the road. Looking back at the map and GPS, it looks like that the deer traveled around 500 yards. I believe after the hit, he had entered the wood line, bed had gotten bumped. I believe he went down, hit down this face. I think he did a loop, which is where Jaeger kind of followed and lost and wanted to come back. I believe he did a loop there, right around that rock where he intersected, heading back uphill, and ultimately expired about 100 yards in on top of that hill. So again, you often hear that hurt bucks will run downhill. I think that's often true, but I often think that they also have a strong drive to go back to where they feel safe, which is the dense bedding cover that they're used to, which is where we found them in this case. So I want to give a thanks here to Jaeger. Thanks to the hunter for looking us up and giving us a chance to go find your deer. John, appreciate it. I want to give a thanks to Vom Mountain Creek and Mike Schlappa. That's the breeder of Mr. Jaeger here. They breed Teckels and Deutschstrathers and did a really good job with this one. So if you're ever in need of losing an animal, please don't give up. There are a lot of trackers in the country. Please look up United Blood Trackers. Find one in your area, give them a call, and see what these guys can do. The nose knows what it's doing. So I'm going to say goodbye. Jaeger's going to say goodbye. And we'll see you in the woods, maybe. There's a deer at the end of that trail.